Good morning and welcome back to Living on a UK State Pension. My name's Tanya. I'm 69 years old and for the next 3 weeks I'm going to be living on my UK State Pension and saving my civil service pension to put back money into my account from my renovation overspend and the furniture I bought. Good morning everyone. Well, it is Saturday and still no bank card arrived, despite being promised it would be here by Friday. So I've used some cash, some credit card, because I couldn't go any longer without getting some more shopping. Some of it, yes, is a bit unnecessary, but I wanted to have it in because my intention, maybe next week and the week after, is to show you some of my meals. And the reason for that is I think some people have got maybe the wrong idea of my frugality. My frugality still means I eat very well indeed. My meals are balanced. I always have lots of veg. I have good protein. So I'm going to show you a selection of my meals that I have over the next few weeks. They could be tagged on to some videos or they could be standalone videos. My mission the other day on my ASDA app was to buy dog food and I would get £2 in my cash pot. So this is Bertie's kibble that he has, as I call it. That was £5.76. And I bought a pack of 7 socks. I've taken one of them out already to use. So I was so short of socks. And suddenly you need an extra layer on your feet. So I got some cheap ones. I don't know what they're going to be like until after Christmas, just in case I get socks somewhere along the line at Christmas. So altogether, £9.76. So I earned a £2 voucher on that. And I went shopping this morning, first thing, in ASDA, and I spent £5.19, but I used the £2 voucher that I'd earned, the coupon off this one, on this shopping. So I actually only paid £3.19. So I bought some cooked meat for £1.26. Bertie loves this, so do I, so I shall be having it with various meals over the next couple of days, but I shall probably freeze a couple of slices of it and just get it out as and when, so I can make a pizza, probably, something like that. So instead of £3.23, I paid £1.26 for that. The chicken should have been £2.24 for 300 grams. There's 2 breasts in there. I paid £1.50, so 75p a breast. That'll get split up and put in the freezer. 1 long life semi-skimmed milk at 69p. Yellow sticker berries, instead of 148, 77p. 1 varg, or Karg, is it? I don't know how they pronounce it, because is it Danish? But it's white chocolate, high protein yogurt. I thought, just for a change, it's low sugar, fat free. I'm going to have something a bit different after tea tonight and have some blueberries in it. And the blueberries, already said, were 77p, and instead of 110, this was 47. And I got a broccoli for 50p instead of 79. So a good yellow sticker thing there. The only thing I paid full price for was the skimmed milk. So £3.19 there. So let me add those 2 on. So altogether I've spent 58.57. which, take it away from the original 90, is £31.43. And the £4 for the socks goes at the back, so I spent £4.87 so far, which means I've got £35.13 left in spending money. So next I did a Lidl shop. First, this bit going over. And the first shop came to £10.97. So I got loose courgettes first, so that cost 52p. That's because I'm going to grate it. I'm going to make something out of the lean pork minced beef that I got and some of the sausages that I got. I'm going to make a couple of burgers. The rest will be grated, ready to use in cake, etc. Well, I'm not sure. Was it 24p I paid, or I don't know. I actually don't know what I paid. So they've taken 29p off. So should it have been 81p the courgette? And they've taken 29p off. Yeah, it's a bit mad how they've written it down, isn't it? So anyway, the strawberry cholesterol drinks with a good date on them, the 26th, they were £2.79. The chicken stock was 69p. The Greek salad cheese 85p. Distilled vinegar 35p. Crisp bread £1.05. Ridiculous, but there we are. The onions again, they were one of their front offers. Pink onions 69p. And that's for a kilo, and that's because people have asked me for pink onions in a jar for Christmas. So I shall do a few jars of them for people. Only about 3, because the onions gets my eyes. The apples were £1.59 with 40p off. So was that? See, should that have been £1.99, or is that £1.59 with 40p off? So £1.19. None the wiser. And it's 2 milks at 69p each. So it's £1.38 for the long life milks. So that's that, £10.97, and not even a meal in sight in that lot. And that's why the vinegar's there as well for the onions. Up going back in, because after talking to the girl at the checkout, I said I can't find butter anywhere, and the woman behind me said nor could I, and she said it's because we move it just before Christmas to make room for other things. I said, well, where have you moved it to? She said it's in the first aisle near the pizzas. Great. So I had to go back in to get some butter, which I'm going to ration myself. This has got to last me right the way through till my next payday on the 24th of November. So I've got 3 weeks to go. So initially I'm going to split it into 4 and see if we have any left over. So that was £1.99. I treated myself to some medjool dates. Yes, very expensive, $3.99. But as my friend said, these are on par with M&S, and M&S's are $5.50, $5.49, something like that. So that's why I treat myself to some walnuts as well. I'm not having biscuits. I know this is an expensive replacement, but once a day, twice a day at the very outside, I can have a walnut inside the date and eat it slowly with a cup of coffee, and that's my sweet treat. Once a week I will have something, maybe when I go out. My freebie bun, I've had half of it. I shall leave the other half till tomorrow. So altogether that came to $5.98. Sorry, I just realised a piece of film was missing. So if I add the £10.97 and the £5.98, both Lidl shops, the total now stands at £79.52, which means I have the grand sum of £10.48 left for the next 2 weeks. I know it's actually 3, but because I only shop once a week, so fingers crossed at some point in November I get some of my M&S vouchers. But I think I can do it anyway. I've got more than enough meals. I tend doing an awful lot of prep to make sure that I can get through the next 2 weeks quite easily. Good morning. I've been busy cooking Bertie's food. Here he's got 2 mince and 2 chicken. They'll go in the fridge now. And I've got some chicken left over because I only used 200 grams on his food. So I was looking for something to do with it. So I'm just started a few onions off. To this I'm adding some peppers, some of the spring onion I chopped up, some of my own peppers because they're green and red, so I know the difference. I've got 2 bags of my own and 2 of the oleo ones. So, and what my aim is to have this in a wrap of a tea time with a bit of salad as well on the side, but packed with veg inside the wrap and salad outside the wrap. So I want it packed with vegetables. I'm adding a bit of broccoli, tender stem broccoli that was frozen, and a little bit cauliflower. Few tomatoes, garlic granules, I want them absolutely rammed with veg inside as well as the chicken. Right, I've got a little bit of the fajita mix left. I should put that in first and then I'll add what I believe will pad it out, because in here it says cayenne pepper, black pepper, ginger, smoke flavouring, and some things I don't like the looks of, onion powder, yeast extract, got some smoked paprika, that's starting to smell lovely. I better get my chicken chopped up and then I can still add spices. It was one of the £1.18 ones from ASDA, should have been £3.28, I got it for £1.18, 400 grams. Bertie had 2 and I'm having 2. There we are. There. Now you could just leave it to peppers, tomatoes and onions, but as I had some cauliflower and broccoli out, I'm using it up. Switch that up. Now what else can I add in the way of spices? Cajun I've got. Oh, and cumin. We need cumin, don't we? Cumin is in the fajita. Cumin is in the fajita mix anyway. It's one of them, and oregano. I keep saying it like the Americans say it, oregano. When it's cooked in a minute, I shall taste, see if we need more spices. Switch that up. A little bit more cumin now. Stirred it round. You know what? I might as well empty that garlic granules and I can fill it up with the new one. Pepper, fill that up as well now. Now if I mix some of my mayonnaise with my sweet chilli jam that I made, just a small spoonful, put that on the Slimming World wrap, then put some of this in, big salad on the side. It's a healthy tea for me, quite low carb, and I can always add cheese as well. Add a bit of cheese. It's a nice portion there, as in it will do 2 meals quite easily for me for a tea. Now it does say oregano as well, a little bit. Let's try the other one. Oh, I have to take the top off. Put a pinch in. There we are. Wow, that has got a kick to it. You just check this bit of chicken is cooked. Yep, that is lovely. Right, salt. So I haven't added a stock cube or anything. So that is going to be absolutely delicious inside a wrap. I'll show you it when I've put it together. Well, I've been having a little bit of a prep afternoon before I took Bertie out. The weather this afternoon's been beautiful, 17 degrees. So I've made some coleslaw. I've made a broccoli salad. I This has been made out of apple, broccoli, some sultanas, because I haven't got any cranberries. I haven't got any cranberries at the moment, so I use sultanas instead, chopped up. It's swelling up nicely in there. Some yogurt and some apple cider vinegar. I blanched the rest of the cheap broccoli that I got. So that's done. I cooked some potatoes, skin on. Should be plating up my tea shortly. And this is feta, broccoli. What else did I put? An onion quiche made with mashed potato. As I do, that's going to be cut up and go in the freezer. I've got some sausages out of the freezer and half of the pork mince, and I shall be making this into burgers at some point tomorrow. But I'm quite set up for the week. I did get one meal out of the freezer as well, which is bonfire stew, and defrosted my last pack of Slimming World wraps that I got free from Olio months ago. Months and months ago. So I shall concentrate on using them up this week. Make a pizza, make a wrap. I've got that chicken mix I did the other day, or you may see it attached to another video. So this is my healthy tea tonight, which is boiled potatoes with skin on, salmon portion, which I poached in foil with a squeeze of lemon, a teaspoon of water, sealed the foil pouch up, put it in my air fryer for 12 minutes. Perfect. The coleslaw I made out of the red cabbage, onion and carrot, and the broccoli salad, which has got broccoli, apple and some raisins, sultanas, etc. and a tomato. I've still got tomatoes at the moment, a little bit of lemon on that. Here we are. That is going in here. I've been making that window cleaner up in the next couple of days. Now I've emptied this out, which I've been using for something else. So I shall use this to put the window cleaner in. Because my windows are filthy with all the rain and the wind and the dust and everything else. So they need doing. But I'm going to enjoy this because I'm hungry. Right, it's time to make my burrito wrap for tea. Just put that on there so you can see. This is my tomato chili jam that I made. One teaspoon of that. It's kept in my fridge. One teaspoon of mayo. Give it a good mix. Right, I'm going to spread this over. It doesn't have to be heated. It's just that this is my main meal. So that is hot. Tipping that out into the burrito. going to put some coleslaw in. I was going to put lettuce, but I've got plenty of coleslaw made. And then time to wrap it up. So sides in. This is where you need to push the mixture over. There we are. There's my burrito. Have it with some broccoli salad. A little bit more coleslaw. There. There we are, my healthy tea. Don't know what I'll have for dessert. I'll probably make something for a dessert. I've got some tinned peaches. So I might have a little bit, one of my slices of sponge with some tinned peaches and a spoon of yoghurt. Looking forward to this.